If I could go back and meet young Kim, what would I say to this little girl about the journey that she's gonna go on? A couple of things. It's sort of the things that I try to impart to my children. One is that you have to have goals in your life. I have achieved so many things in my life because I always have goals. I always am dreaming about what do I want to accomplish, or what do I want to try, or who do I want to become. And I don't always know the path, but I know the outcome. I know the outcome of what I want. And I've found that if I stay focused on the outcome, the path becomes clear to me as I go. So you have to have goals in your life. I want my children to have goals, and bigger goals are always better. You know, the magic of Kim sometimes is that I am brave enough, or maybe dumb enough, to dream bigger than almost anybody that I know. And I've achieved magical results because I've dared to dream big. So big, clear, specific goals that I would definitely go back and tell Kim, do that again, do that again. The part that I would probably give myself advice on is to be easy on yourself, to give yourself the grace to experience and not always try to be so perfect. When you're kind of a type A personality and you're driven and you have goals and you want to achieve, it's very easy to get caught up in the achievement and to sort of miss the fun all along the way. And not to say I have no regrets about anything I've ever done, but when I watch my children who are a little bit type A themselves, I want them to enjoy the journey. The older I get, the more I realize that the real joy, the real satisfaction in accomplishing a huge goal, it's not standing on the mountaintop, because I mean it is, but that's one moment. The real joy and satisfaction, it's in the journey. It's in the climb to the top of that mountain. It's the going, not the getting. And I think I would go back to my young self and say, enjoy school a little bit more. Don't make it so much about the perfection of straight A's. I was a straight A student. I graduated summa cum laude, pre-med, nutritional biochemistry. I mean straight A's for 16 years of school. And I'm not like the smartest person ever. I just am willing to work really hard. So I had fun. I was in theater. I was a cheerleader. I had boyfriends in high school. I participated. I went to proms. I did all of that stuff. But I did compromise a lot of the fun for the achievement of the A. And I really don't want my kids to do that. I would tell my young self, who cares about the straight A's? Enjoy the journey, enjoy learning. I would say anyway that success in life is probably more related to emotional intelligence than it is to the math and science of school. Not to take anything away from the math and science, but it's the ability to connect to people. It's the relationships that we build in life that get us, right? Sometimes success in life isn't about what you know, it's about who you know that can open a door for you. And so going back to young Kim, patting her on the head and saying, good for you for having these really big goals and being so driven, but don't forget to just have fun along the way. Relax. Everything that you want will be yours in exactly the right time. There's also this thing with driven personalities that the more effort you put out, the better the victory is going to be. And I don't really know if that's really true, because in the last few years that I've been learning about the energy of the universe, kind of using physics to my advantage, the law of attraction. For example, I became an international best-selling author because I declared that I was an international best-selling author for 1 year as part of this experiment of making declaration statements over my life. And then when it happened, it was sort of this like magical moment where you're like, wow, I really didn't expend very much energy to accomplish that goal. I just got clear on what I wanted, and I left the how to a greater power. And it didn't take so much of my nervous system to make that dream come true. And so, little Kim, I would say to you, just relax a little bit, be easy about your life. Definitely continue being clear and focused, have big dreams, know what you want to accomplish, but give yourself time. Trust that in time, everything that is yours will come to you. Let it come to you, because the magic is when you let it come to you versus when you effort to go make it happen.